Hi, everybody. It's Mama Cass Home Loving again. Here we are. I thought I'd bring y'all in on this tree cutting event at my neighbor's house. See, my hope was that in all this tree cutting, that at some point we would get to see this tree stand back up. So we'll see how it goes. I already came a day or two before to start cutting, as you can see with the first half of this tree laying there. And that was just, I think, myself and my son. I can't remember who came the first time. This time I brought the rest of the guys to, and girls, of course, to help because I was looking at, the need for safety here. I wanted to be sure we could do it without anyone getting hurt. And of course, I'm starting off pretty bad because it's not starting. I want to say this is Sunday after church. It's after something because we went home, changed, and then came back. And I was already tired. I was so tired already. Not a good time to do jobs like this. But sometimes you just have to pray to God for strength and safety. And hope it goes well. Anyway, as you're going to see, this is not going to go as simply as I would have liked it to. Spoiler alert, things do go well with lots and lots and lots of prayer. Not a good angle between the rope being that close and me needing to stand to the left of it. It's just not comfortable situation for cutting. Can't remember if I tried going under there. Is that what I'm about to do? Yeah, I guess I did. I had to make sure it wasn't going to fall on me first. Then, of course, what you don't see is how much water is down in there because there's a stream running down behind there, right between my legs. And I got my feet soaking wet, shoes soaking wet. It was crazy. I like doing things like this with my family. One, it's more fun. You get the help you need. And they get to learn. I've got a good saw, but sometimes it was just like, please, do I have to cut this tree? It was rebelling. It was right, though. Robert and Jared. They're like, we are pulling. It's not budging. That's because it's wedged up against. Both of them are wedged, not wedged, but there's no giving space, no space for it to move to. It's just wedged in there. you can't tell that just by looking.
I thought it would be going by now. Did not pull any harder?
It's not disconnected. We can't really pull it away.
Alright.
Couldn't remember if it was still attached. 'Cause I didn't think it was. Because I think we're pulling in the wrong direction. As you will see when I get back up to the top. Aiden's talking as he's recording, and every now and then I hear this humming in my head, and I'm looking behind me
Cut up here.
as I'm recording the voiceover, but it's just his voice as he's recording the whole thing.
And that way if it drops, you can at least keep it from going down into that thing.
Yeah, I didn't want that top part to fall down into the stream. I was afraid it would knock the stone foundation they have there out. And I didn't want to do more damage than the tree already did. But we didn't. We managed to put things back better than we found it. Ah, that's what I had to do. We had to find another place to cut. I think I figured out that the arm on that tree, on that branch that just needed cut.
Alright, it's on top of it. It's on top of it, and we did not bring that bar.
No, I think I got the chain stuck.
Okay, so loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, I got it stuck.
Keep loosening.
Yeah, normally we bring the digging bar in case we get the chain stuck between the wedge of wood or someplace on the tree. But we forgot it.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Rachel to the rescue.
That's how I was going to do this. This is easier to move.
I think she pushes, jig wiggles it enough to get the chain loose.
And I could have just cut more too.
It's been so long since we did this. I can't remember what all happened. All I remember was saying lots and lots of prayers with each log I cut off
We'll do it anyway.
because my heart was thumping. I'm like, this could go real bad. like that. Oh man. It still ended up in the spring, but you know, it didn't do as much damage as I thought it might have. Plus, it wasn't the top section was already cut off, so that helped a lot. Kept the stone where it needed to be. Because what you're seeing there is that piece on the left is right across the stones they have piled up in there. And my goodness, for as tired as I am, I can't believe I'm doing this. Rachel does have to come down and help me. Because one thing I ain't afraid to say when I cannot do something. If I don't have it in me, I'm not going to pretend to have it in me. Because that's how you get hurt.
There's a rock carry. You want to be on this side.
Yeah, nothing but water down there. She gets her feet soaking wet too.
Can I get a hand?
But yeah, this is the second part of the tree that now has to, because you just have to understand trees laying like this. Granted, it's been laying there like this for 6 years. Oh my goodness, Aiden has extra sound going in my ears. See, each log I cut off still rolls down in there, but it's better. I don't mind it so much at that point because it's avoiding where the stones are stacked up. But yeah. It's hard to talk over this chainsaw because it sounds so loud. Plus, I still have Aiden's voice in my ears. Yeah, with each log that comes off, the tree gets lighter and the tree roots get lighter and lighter. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, at what point is this tree gonna go back up? So I'm not kidding when I say I prayed a lot. At some point it stops rolling down into the water. I don't think that was the last one though. So what you guys don't know is every last one of these logs. Oh, that one went in the water too. Every last one of these logs are coming home with us. My neighbor transports them over to our house for, splitting and burning for heat in the winter. Fall, winter, spring. See, I didn't even think I'd be able to get this far without the tree going upright. But I guess because it's been laying there for so long, it's not ready to go back. See, now the logs are staying up on the hillside. They're not rolling down anymore. This is the thing I find myself doing so much. If I'm not hauling truckloads of wood for fire, for heating in the winter, I'm cutting up a tree somewhere. But I usually only cut up stuff that's already laying down. I very rarely have to cut a tree down. And if I do, it's not a tree that's this big. I don't take on more than I can chew. As I lose my muscles, my boys are getting theirs. I remember when they were little and they had no strength to do anything. Now they're taking up where I am losing what I got. Natural order of things.
You think it's where you were, but now it's really where you.
I'm waiting on my neighbor to come move that log on the right. And you don't believe my son has that much to say while recording. He's talking to himself.
You think it's where you were, but now I see it's where you.
And I think that's a red oak tree. I think that's what we decided. Very dense, hard wood. Great for burning, great for fire, great for heat. That's what I found.
I used to think it's where you were, but now I see it's where you.
Okay, there's Jared starting to line up the wood we're going to be taking.
That seems dangerous.
Yeah, that was my vain son. Always looking at himself. I can't remember if we cut that. I don't think we got to cut that up. It just came home big. Oh, I got to sneeze. Hope that wasn't too loud.
I'm off track a little bit.
It's so loud again. Ooh, what was that? Oh, more than one recording. I don't know how this works. So I'm getting a lot lower. See all the wood we're getting? Lining it up. That tree ended up yielding so much more wood than it looked like it would. And I'm not even done. Oh, I'm so tired at this point that Robert has volunteered to help. Oh, I cut it off. I see what I did. if you look on the far right hand side, you'll see where I detached the tree from the trunk so that we would be safer cutting it up and not having to worry about at what point is it going to go. So he's just helping with getting the logs off of it. Now under there is a wire fence. Oh, it's more than wire. Some kind of a metal fence laying under there. So you have to be super careful where you cut. Oh, and a huge rock as well. I can't remember this if we already saw it. No, I don't think we saw it yet. It's going to be probably in the next cut is when we see it. So you're dodging thorns, rocks, metal fence, and ticks. Never forget about the ticks. Some massive logs. They don't even look as big on video as it does in front of you. And to think this tree has been sitting there for at least, what, 6 years, I think they said? I got tired of going up and down that road and seeing it just laying there. I guess someone else was supposed to come cut it for their firewood, but they started, didn't get very far, and abandoned the job. So the neighbor said I could cut it, and I was quite happy to do it. So now I think most of this wood is already split, if I remember right, and drying for this coming winter. We've been hauling truckloads from another property as well. And my boys have already split all of that up as well. So I gotta get back to that property and start hauling some more. That's our home way over there. It's not really way over there. You can literally walk across, but it just looks further away. She has a beautiful pond with lots of fish in there. Oh, here's the fun part, trying to get this log off of there so that we can cut it up, because there were rocks under it. So there's 2 of the trunks with rocks under it. Oh my goodness. So we thought using the crowbars would move it, except the ground is so soft we can't move it. All we're doing is digging into this soft ground. But my neighbor comes to the rescue and moves it with his tractor.
What do you mean?
I don't know what we would have done if we had not been able to move that. It is pretty big.
God, controlling it down.
And you can't cut the back trunk of the tree if you don't get this first one moved out of the way, because if the tree decides to go upright, you're going to be caught between those two, and that's just entirely too dangerous to be risking. So we had to move the first one.
Jeez.
There he is. There he is. Great neighbor. Him and his wife have been so amazing to us since we moved to this area. I thank God so very much for them. So he's gonna use his back tractor and use the bucket to pull the log out of there. And then he's gonna use the bucket to move all the logs into his, oh goodness, I just forgot what it's called. Trailer hitch? I think. I don't know if I get any video of this. My son only videotaped us cutting the tree, not loading the trailer. Kind of missed a bit of stuff. But right now, what you're not seeing in view right now is my sons, and at some point my daughter goes to help. They push the logs onto the buckets, and my neighbor puts it on, puts it in his trailer. Which is so much better than the plan we had was to bring our truck and load each piece onto the truck. But like I said, these logs are way heavier than way bigger and heavier than the it's hard just look at Robert just barely able to lift it from one side to the next. It's super heavy. So I was real grateful for that tractor and my neighbor taking the time to come in. But he said, hey, if you go do this, let me know. I'll come and help you, and he did. It's nice to have friends and neighbors who do what they say they're going to do. It's not just words, they really mean it. And then they see Rachel cleaning up all the leaves and debris from the past, I don't know, at least 6 years, like I would say. Like I said, we like to leave things better looking than we found it. And she did a really great job cleaning up that stuff. We don't have a whole lot more footage left to see. That is my neighbor's wife coming down the road. Comes and hangs out with us and our other neighbor. Yep, you gotta stop and give it some thought, because if you don't, if you just go sawing away, you end up sawing something or doing something you have no business doing. Stop, you take your time, you think about it, you ponder, you give your arm a rest. You recalculate. Well, with not much time left before this clip is over, I'm gonna say that the tree did not go upright, has not gone upright. Every time I drive past that spot, the road you see there, it is still laying down. And I don't know how that is, but I still expect to see it standing upright once the roots are strong enough to do so. With the weight off the tree, it's only a matter of time, I think, before that goes back up, because it is just sitting too weird for that not to happen. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming along and seeing how I do what I do every day. Always something. If it's not cutting 7 acres of grass, it's cutting up a tree, it's making soap, candle, it's making laundry soap. But what I enjoy the most is thrifting and reselling, and that's how I always end my videos, to say, hey, don't forget to stop by eBay, and you have some time, sit on your computer, pull up eBay, check out my store, Mama Cass Home Loving and see what I got on there for you. I'm always thrifting. I got so many more things to list, so get ready because I have some more time on my hands. I plan to sit down and do a whole lot of listing real soon. So hopefully you find stuff you enjoy having, stuff you need, stuff you want to buy for gifts. You've got a wedding coming up, so I'll be looking for clothes. So I'm sure you'll be looking for stuff too. If it's not church, it's a wedding, it's some event coming up, a gala. So don't forget to check out my store and hopefully find something you are happy to have. And thanks to everybody who's bought from me. I haven't said that. I always put a note in the packages saying thank you so much. And I continue to say so. Thank you so much for supporting us. All right, that's it.